Hey guys, so really quick one. Just about to play a couple of Switch games. Switch Lite just came out. There's been some Switch news, and the kind of videos I've always put out on this channel have always been PC or PS4. I'm sorry if I sound a little rushed. I have a flight to catch in just a few hours, but I really wanted to get this video out. So, first thing I want to say is I went through the Switch, through the Switch store. So first thing I want to say is I went through the Switch store to see what kind of games they actually had available, and I just picked and favorited a couple, went back to the list, and I bought a couple of them. So you're going to see a couple videos in the next couple of days covering Katana Zero, one of my personal favorites, Hollow Knight, which is also good, Mario Maker, and one other one, Mario Maker and Cuphead. Alright? But first we're going to start with Katana Zero. I'm going to show you some gameplay. I'll tell you what I really like about it, because it's more than just a gameplay, it's a story, it's a style, and yeah, hope you like it, check it out. Alright, so interesting about this is that all the stages are viewed as kind of being CCTV recordings, which is why you can kind of see me scrolling through this. You have access to this particular part once you have started the story. See, I finished all the story, therefore I have all of these. Yeah. So there's a lot of cool stuff going on in here. In fact, I've actually already played this once through, but then my laptop died while I was recording this, so this is going to be a short one. But I'll try to explain all the mechanics from the game as I go through them. So first we're going to start, with the basics at the beginning. So basically, you're a samurai, right? Who, takes on. So basically, you're a samurai. So basically, you're a samurai who takes on hits. But you're a very skilled samurai, and as the story progresses, you get to learn more about why you're so skilled. See, slow motion. Basically, it's like he can slow down time, call it a sixth sense, whatever. But the story is actually a lot more intricate than you would imagine. But yeah, go ahead and check it out as I play. What's going on? The set of skills you have at the beginning are the same skills you have throughout. You don't really upgrade them, but really each stage is about how best you use the set of skills you already have, and they become increasingly complex. The first half of the game, I'd say, is spent on basically just getting you really familiar with it, and then the next half just ramps up the difficulty and just like boom, you gotta think quickly, and it's a whole lot of fun. Alright, so here I'm supposed to save the scientist, so I'm a hitman / fixer. Alright, so let's save this guy and see what we can do. I'm just going to go through a couple of stages, but the entire thing is basically like this, and we're meant to leave survivors. It's very simple. You got a couple moves. You can jump, you can slash, you can roll. You can also slow down time, which it's up to you to use or not. With your sword, you can do a couple things like reflect bullets, etc. Okay, now this is what I was talking about earlier. So you see this. Every time you play a stage and you start, basically your playthrough itself is this guy imagining what he would do in his mind before he actually does it. And when he does it, he always has a flawless execution, or so to speak, right? So that's why at the beginning of the game it says press attack to start playing. hit lasers, you die. That's why it says yes, that should work. So this is just basically teaching the basics, but then it gets to really complex stages that have so many enemies to kill, different types of enemies, with different things you can do to them. These guys are just brutes, so they can't really do much. So this one I needed the slow-mo to kind of go through. And the CCTV says I did it flawlessly, except for that time. Yeah, I got knocked back. So a couple interesting things are you can kick people by this. You can kill people by just kicking them through the door. You can pick up objects and throw them. Roll through. Oh damn! You can roll through lasers. Basically, you can never really die in this game. It's just you plan the stuff out in your mind. It doesn't work, and you do better in the next plan until you actually execute. Oh, he has so much health. Let's get him downstairs. Nothing's gonna happen. Oh, dude. Yeah, they're cruel. Like, what? Your first mission? Who is this guy? This guy's a pain in your ass. Obviously a Russian. But you can use everything to your disposal here, so no biggie, really. Not when I just use the lasers to kill all the guys instead of, you know, having any issues. So basically, after each mission, you come back here to your dingy apartment. You can do kind of meaningless things in the apartment. You can turn on your TV. And then what's being said is there, and then you can do stuff like drink herbal tea and stuff. This doesn't really like help you with anything, but it just gets you used to the stuff that you can do here. Usually you have, you know, some interesting things, dialogue that comes up later. And then anytime you want to progress, you just go to the next stage. Or sleep, rather. You sleep so you can get to the next day. Nightmares. 9 days remain, and you have no idea what it will mean to. But what I really love about this game is the fast pace, the planning, and the story. The story keeps you intrigued all throughout. And I can already tell you, I can't wait for Katana Zero Part 2. I don't know, take it how you want to. I don't know if you can trust this streak or not. But yeah, right now, obviously, this guy has issues, he needs medicine. Also balling, this is a nice house. He's always giving me this injection after every mission. So that's that. You talk to this guy to debrief after every mission and get your next mission. And they give you this kind of dossier just like this. That kind of tells you what your next target is, what they look like, and a little bit about them. And you burn after reading. Sometimes you have some interesting interactions before going to a hotel, so you can do them. You'll see this information, what I just did, that interaction will help me out later. I don't know if I have time to show you all of this today, but let me show you what a real stage actually looks like. Another thing I love is how he always puts on his music before he starts. So currently I'm the dragon, but we'll see. Yeah, so like I said, we can grab stuff. Use it to your advantage. So, let's throw that at him. Pick up another thing. Kill that guy. Oh, that didn't work. Alright. These guys, the weird hairdos, actually have swords. So if you can, kill them with something they can throw. If you cross blades with them, they usually fall down. But then you can go and kill them right afterwards. But you can also take damage that way, where something slows you down like that. Get it? So what I did there was reflect that guy's bullet. Check that out. So the game's very fast, very fluid. Normally, when you're hitting bullets back to people, you probably want to slow down time, but I just don't care that much. But that was perfect. Let's see who's there. Let's see if they come out before I actually attack them. Alright guys, I'm almost out of time, but I'll just show you the last bits of this piece, and I'll be on the way. It's a bit of an interesting stage. Let me see if I can just complete it. This is like the last piece of the stage anyway. So I still have time to tell me a bit. And I've killed the target. He normally says something, but I couldn't be bothered. Yeah. Let's see if we get some praise for completing this well this time. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's the guy that was coming down to win everybody. the poor quality costume prohibition was repealed last year. You're free to go, sir. Yep, I did it. Thank you. See, so your choices kind of matter in the game. It affects your outcome. I think it really affect. I mean, it affects like kind of the story that comes your way. For example, the first time I did it, I didn't kill the guy. He died himself, and I had to kill the police because I got the conversation wrong, and my employee was not pleased. Oh, this guy's next to us will stop partying, but they're watching Netflix or whatever. So yeah, that's your first look at Katana Zero. Hope you guys liked it. And yeah, look forward to more content on Katana Zero. I'm going to try some speedruns. I'm going to show some of the more complicated stages. And we'll look out for the other content from Cuphead, Hollow Knight, and Mario Maker. Cheers, guys.